going on, guys? My name is Benny, and today we're back. So, welcome to a cooking video, guys. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a roasted carrot, but with a twist. Some potatoes that are right here, but not yet. They're over there. So first, to make a roasted carrot it's very nice to make a roasted carrot. Now, roasted carrots, yes, roasted carrots are delicious, but they can take a little while. So this is a little bit stale, a little bit weird, and a little bit weird. You are actually going to make a little bit of indentations to cut on the top of that carrot to remove a little bit of that disgusting stuff. Now get your small knife ready and sort of cut off the sides of the. You sort of want to cut off the top of the carrot, and that is how you make a roasted carrot. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 indentations, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you need at least 8 in the carrot. Now, not too big of a deal. Get a pretty good pan like this. Now, be sure you go prepared for this one, guys, because now what you want to do is you just want to heat up the pan only with butter, no oil. You just want to get a tiny bit of butter, not too much. You want at least 2 slices of butter. Now drop it into the pan, go one spatula, and start moving it around. So the heat will melt. Get the pan all buttery, and after you get it all buttery, move it around, and to prevent it from burning, add a tiny bit of oil. Now, it sounds slightly bizarre, right? But it actually prevents the butter from actually burning. Move around that oil tiny bit. Be sure to make sure all the butter's all offensive. Now, get your roasted carrot. It's not too high. You're actually going to want to turn up the heat a tiny bit. Get it going. You actually want to move around your carrot. So what we're doing is we're actually roasting it. So put a little bit of salt onto it. If you hear starting here, if you're hearing a tiny bit of sizzle, that means that carrot is cooking. So now, it's what it sounds like when the carrot is going to start cooking. It's starting to cook. Now, while that cooks up, grab a couple of these. Cut off these. So these are actually called growing spouts. So what these are is these are from the growing process that they have not removed. Now, you can cook them with it, or you don't have to cook it. But I do recommend just taking them off because the potatoes look a little bit weird. Just cut it off, sort of like this. Now you're hearing that carrot cook. Now you do not really want to move it because it will. You do want to move it every couple of seconds, but it does not cook as fast as onions or any other things. It actually takes a tiny bit to actually cook. So It's sort of like a roast. So now you're gonna actually want to clean off your potatoes. Recognizing I am not using too much of this, but now you guys always are wondering why am I have so much stuff in this kitchen. Now it is a pretty big kitchen, to be honest, and I have all of these trays under here with towels and muttons, and so you guys can sort of see it. Like, you can see it. I'm under drawers. There's one big drawer right here where I have all the pans in, and the pans over here. And now move around your carrot, because the carrot is now actually roasting. So the outside burnt is actually cooking. Now it looks very good, but be sure to get your potatoes a little bit. Do this. Now get one of these. Now all these tiny bits can actually go in with the appetizer. So I'm actually going to show you how to do this and cut up these things. You can actually put this in with some seasoning and make it a little bit of a snack. First, you're actually going to get your pretty big knife, sort of like this, and cut the center down. Now cut 1, 2, 3. Now, these 3 bits right here are all going to be cooked. So cut 2, 3, 4. Now cut all these tiny bits of the potato. Now, you actually want to carrot is actually getting a tiny bit finished. So you actually want to, oh my god. Get 2 of these and take your roasted carrot off. Now, this is the roasted carrot. Now, so what a roasted carrot looks like. It doesn't look too bad, but you actually want to drop in. Oh my god. Now, turn down the heat. Not too much, but now what this air does is it actually ventilates the smoke out of the way before you can actually start doing this. So cut now all these. Now all these things you actually want to drop in the, oh my god, see, that's what happens. So that's all the oil that came onto your skin. Now, it's down, but what I would recommend, most people always don't do this, but even if it's big, just put a top on it. It will be fine. And then you can start finishing up your other potatoes, so you don't have to worry about grease splatters or any of that stuff. So, I'm going to read a couple bits of your comments and give you some things that I would like to say. So, I'm going to tell you a couple comments that I've seen. First comment. I don't know what the name, I'm not going to mention all the names, but I will tell you. So, first comment. The comment said, when did you start cooking? Well, guys, I actually started cooking when I was about 7. But I didn't really have a YouTube channel back then, so I didn't really cook. But I did cook a lot of the time back then. I didn't cook every day, like now I'm doing on my channel, but now, when you start hearing those things on it, release the heat. Now, get one of these. Get yourself a protective pad. And you sort of have to move it around. So, the pan's so hot, you actually want to sort of be sure to, you have to drop a tiny bit of these. So, keep cutting. Now, cut, cut, cut. Now you just need to cut all these potatoes up finally. Drop all all the potatoes. Now, potatoes are so watery that they're actually helping. Now, your pan on top. Now your roasted carrot is actually dry and good. So now, sharpen up your knife and be sure to actually give it a test. So cut it open, same color. Enjoy that. Roasted carrot. Now that is a roasted carrot. Now, we're getting a little bit of meaty, so this is already cooked meat. So I'm going to show you how to get the meat off the shell, off the bone. And this is something I have done, but I haven't really shown actually how to do it. So now, keep the lid on. And you're going to move it around. That's what it gets all the stuff going. Now, take a very sharp knife and cut the meat off the bone. So it's also masterclass, guys. So cut it. And now cut the meat right off the bone like nothing. Now the meat comes right off. Look at that. Now cut off everything. You cannot miss one bit of meat because there's so much meat and so much protein in there. You don't really want to miss so much meat that you're going to be really sad. And so, you actually want to get a bigger knife, which I'm not showing too much anymore. And you actually want to make sure you get your big knife right down there. And that's for the bigger meat. We're actually going to cook this up a tiny bit. I'll show you how to do that too. I just want to cut it. So, be sure to take off your big bone, like right there. That's the bone. And is to take off all that meat, and then you'll be left with a good, decent bone. Now, you got a lot of meat. What do? We are actually just going to move the lid, let all the gases come out, and move them. And not the end of the world. Actually, want to get this. But this is drop. There's amazing potatoes. Now, while that cools down, half of these are not done yet, but I'll show you later what I'm going to do with that. Now, look at this. So, there's one meat in here that has one mark of this. So you just want to cut that up. Take your thing, just put it away. Now you just want to cut the meat in practical shapes. Not too much, but you want to get it at least a decent. So there's one bigger bone right here. This is a bone, so you do not want to eat that. Now cut. We're actually cutting the meat with the vertical strokes. So cutting this into a type of meat that is actually very particular. Now this meat is really hard to cook. It's not too hard, but look at that. That's a bone right there, guys. That is a bone. So do not ever garnish it. Maybe you can digest one bone, but not too much. Anyways, there's one of these, and just cut that awesome meat. Now this meat is awesome and delicious, but you have to be very particular on what type of meat you get. Now, if you're allergic to any type of meat, like the cow, horse, whatever meat you're getting, goat maybe, I don't know, you just need to be sure and check labels and you'll be fine. But still, you have to be very particular with meat because meat is very different in its size. The meat isn't always get a very particular thing. Some people say I have the best meat in history. Actually, no, I don't. I mean, I do have some pretty good meat, but that's the way I actually cook it. The way I cook it is I sort of season, I sort of sear it. So I don't like fully cook the whole meat. I actually cook the whole meat. And then, now, these are actually, some of these are some leftover meats, but some kids in my class who actually eat some of my food actually say I have some pretty good meats, better than whatever their parents cook. But I do give it, I would love to meet all you guys, but I know you guys will not be able to ever really get to me because if you're like live in India, I'm not going to really be able to go there, or you're not going to really be able to see me. But in general, when I'm not recording, I am pretty nice. I am nice. Except when I get into a fight with my brother. Yeah, that's not fun, but it's the only way I'm not nice. But rest of the times, I am pretty nice. Like when I have a friend over, I may like act a little bit different on camera. Like I won't be like this energetic, but you'll be happy. But I don't just like be crazy like that video. I don't say what's going on. I actually say, hey, how you doing, or something like that. Now, this meat is really hard to cook. Not too hard, but you just want to at least put a tiny bit of salt into the pan. Now, this is called smoked meat. Now, this meat is really grinded type of meat. The meat is really grinded. Different types of stuff, guys. Here's one bit of meat. Look. Now this is meat, guys. There's no bones in here. You even feel it. It's just cold. And you just need to cut it. Some people actually do say I do have the best meat in existence, but don't take that as me bragging. I don't know why people say it to me, but I actually do sometimes have it, but I don't have it all the time. I mean, I sometimes cook meats that are so good that people actually want to ask for like fourths and fifths and other things, but sometimes the meat's actually not too good. Like I had a party and I once cooked some really good meat that I was saving, and everybody did not like it because I cooked it on the wrong stove. Now the stove was actually barely on. It was like really down low in heat, and I looked it up later and it said it's supposed to be cooking for 2 hours. Like really. But typically I do have some pretty good meats. I do have some pretty good meat sometimes, but sometimes be worried because I do not always have the best meat. Now, the pan's getting pretty hot. Get your meat. That is what you want to hear. Now what this meat does is it actually cooks. So let me show you. You actually want to cook it. So the meat is going to be seared. And now, if it looks really dry, sort of like that, be alerted immediately. Now what you actually want to do is you actually want to get a tiny bit of butter if it's really not that way. And just move your butter around. And now the butter will actually seep in to your meat and get it very delicious. Now, the part of making delicious meat, is putting a lot of bit of salt, add a little bit of pepper to it. Not too much pepper, but you need to correct the right amount of pepper. Now, the meat itself is pretty good. Now, meat is slowly roasted over minutes, but now the roasted carrot part. You actually want to pretty much move and put a lot of the fat and the carrot inside of it. So let me tell you what. You actually want to drop in some of your carrots inside of that. And what that does is it actually makes out a type of carroty flavor. And it actually makes it a lot healthier. Now, the biggest part of cooking, clean up. Now, make your cutting board. All you really have to do is just clean off that, dump out the bones, clean up a tiny bit of your spatula up, just clean up all the rest, and you're gonna be fine. All you just really need to do is you just need to get better at habit. If you're not good at cleaning up your stuff, like I always clean up a lot of times, but if you're not very great at it, don't do it. Because if you are just gonna keep making a mess all day and never stopping, no. So, move around your meat. The meat is practically roasted right now. So the meat has a lot of stuff. Carrots make it smell like turkey, and also some other things. So yeah. The only thing I just would like to talk about is safety. Now safety, that is those things are very hard to not know. So, how long I've been cooking is I've been knowing so much over the couple of years that I've actually, after this, I'm going to give you a whole kitchen tour. So, you can actually see what it looks like. So now, grab this, voila, and just get all that meat in the bowl. Turn off your heat, and you're done. There's your meat. But now guys, there's the meat, guys. The meat is completely roasted. The meat is so good that it will probably make a mouthful. So thank you all so much for watching. I wish you guys a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later in a brand new video.